Hi everybody, it's JoJo, and I'm here to do a Halloween makeup tutorial. So, I have the new Hocus Pocus 2 palette. Yes, I have the new Hocus Pocus 2 palette by Colourpop. I'm really excited to review this. It's raining outside. It's been raining for days now. It's nonstop rain. So, it's raining outside. You can hear the rain. I have on my Happy Halloween Mickey Mouse Disney shirt. Yes, so let's get started. So I also bought off Colourpop these cute little Colourpop eyeshadows. So I'm gonna incorporate these in the look today. So it's gonna be a Colourpop. I'm also gonna use the palette, obviously, but I'm gonna use a couple shades from this. Use these two shades too. So here is the unicorn I came today. I have a lot to talk about today. I saw the movie, girl. I'm gonna talk about the movie. But look, this is the unicorn, has names in the back. It's very like lime, bright green. And this is the palette. I can't wait to do a makeup tutorial. This is my first time using a Colourpop palette. My first time using, you know, anything Colourpop when it comes to eyeshadows. They really did this though. Like, look how beautiful it is. I already swatched a couple on my fingers, but these were like earlier, but these are so pretty. Oh my God. Like, look at that. Oh my God. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed. So the only thing I don't like about this palette is that they don't have an all over lid shade to set my base. I already did that with another palette. Only thing I don't like about it. But I love the colors. Like, I love how monochromatic it is. It's called like you could do so many different looks with this palette. I love it. And they have like the colors to incorporate the sisters. So Winifred is the greens, Sarah is the purples, and Mary is the oranges. So pretty. You can do neutral looks. You could do nighttime smoky eyes on this side. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's get started. So, excuse me. Let me drink some water, actually. Oh. I didn't take my brushes out today. Normally take my brushes out first. I take my brushes out today. Because I have so many like eyeshadow brushes. Okay. So first, I want to start with a neutral shade. So where is it? A little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go into Spellbook just to start. So Spellbook has the cauldron right there. This is their best palette out of the three for sure. Like, this is their best palette out of the three. So I'm going to dip into Spellbook. This is my first time using a Colourpop. Oh my God, I'm really excited. Okay, let's get started. This is actually the first time I'm going to use an eyeshadow palette besides Jeffree Star Cosmetics on my eyes in 6 years. So for 5 to 6 years, I've been using nothing but Jeffree Star Cosmetics on my eyes for eyeshadow. This is the first one I'm going to... So this has been, you know what I mean? This is a big change for me. Okay, so this is a nice neutral shade just to go all over the lid. I may get open the window for some fresh air. If it gets too noisy, I'll shut it, but well, so far so good, actually. It's actually really noisy. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it out on for just a minute. It's raining really bad outside, guys. Raining really bad. So, oh, I have so much to talk about in this video. Like, I don't even know if I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of it. So far so good though. They're blending really nice. Okay, it's a nice light little shade. It's a nice light shade. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into JS5. I'm gonna film a scary story time tonight. It just makes sense because, you know, it's raining outside, just to go with, like, you know, I guess it'll be actually, like, creepy and scary with the rain outside. Alright, so I'm gonna go into now Havoc. It's right there, Havoc. I'm gonna mostly be using Sarah shades here. So I'm doing a purpley look today. These are very soft, very buttery. This has great reviews online, guys. Like, great reviews. This is really good. Okay, so let's talk about the movie. So, you know, I had high hopes for the movie. You know, it's Hocus Pocus 2. It's been 29 years since the first one. The first one's a classic. We all knew that the second one was going to be better than the first one because the first one's so good that there's no way they could duplicate that or even make it better. There's no way because it was that good. But the second one wasn't good. I personally didn't like it. I'll tell you why in a moment, but it wasn't good in my eyes. I personally think it's a stain on all their careers, the second Hocus Pocus. I feel like they should just left well enough alone, to be quite honest with you. But we'll get into that in a second. But now I'm going to go into Witch Hunters. Witch Hunters, which is the shade right here. Yeah, you guys, it was, yeah, it's a shame because it started off really good. I'm gonna say spoilers. If you don't watch the movie, don't like listen to this. But I'm gonna say spoilers. The beginning started off really well, actually. I actually like the beginning. It started off with the past. They came, you know, it started off with like a flashback of them as kids. So it started off really good, actually. It started off really good. I really liked the telling of the story of them as kids. That was a good chunk of like the first 15 minutes maybe, before like the Hocus Pocus 2, the title came out, the credit title. They had a whole introduction of them as kids, and it was a long introduction, basically just saying like, you know, how they came to be, how the whole village turned against them, or they wanted Winifred to marry this one guy as a child, and she didn't want to, and so they ran away into the Forbidden Forest where they met this other witch who taught them how to do spells and how to stay young and beautiful. So I really liked the beginning. The beginning was so good. So I was like, okay, there's hope for this. Like, I really was like, wow, you know? And then it took a turn for the worse. It took a turn for the worse. Basically the whole rest of the movie was horrible in my eyes. I think that the jokes were not funny. They were corny. They just didn't land. I didn't like how they came back out of the ground and they started singing right away. Like, it was very corny, very like tongue-in-cheek. It was just a little too like kiddish, a little too corny, a little too like, the story wasn't even good. I didn't really like the story, this main plot I didn't like. The main plot was like this extra spell they found in the book that was supposed to make them so powerful or something, and powerful, almighty, and what, I don't even know. Like, it was so stupid. I would have rather the same subplot as the first one, like them just trying to steal kids, and I would have rather that, to be honest with you, to stay young and beautiful. Because that other subplot of them, like, oh my god, like, getting a spell to become so powerful, like, it was just ridiculous. It just, whatever, like, it was just stupid. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into Observe, which is this deep purple. Yeah. And then the kids in the movie were cute. Like, I liked how, right off the bat I knew, because one of the kids were wearing purple, one of the kids was like wearing mostly green, and the other one was wearing orange. So it was like they were trying to like like they were gonna be young Winifred sisters, like, you know, as kids, like they were trying to like mimic them. And then there was 3 of them, you know, so there was 3 kids. So it was kind of like, okay, so they're trying to make them like young little witches themselves, you know. So that was right off the bat. I knew that this story there was gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. God, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. They, you know, and the other thing I didn't like was that they really didn't have any characters from the first one. Like all the, they didn't even they had flashbacks to the first movie, but none of the kids or any of the people, other cast members, but the main 3 witches were in the flashbacks from the first movie. You know, it was just, ooh, this is pretty. You know, so far so good with Colourpop eyeshadow. I really like this palette. This is really nice. I'm darkening up the crease with the purple. So yeah, so like, yeah, the kid, I forgot what the kid, Max, I think one of them was he had a little sister, and then the woman, the girlfriend or whatever, wasn't even mentioned at all. And I didn't like how they made like the main characters all kids. It wasn't funny. Like their jokes were not landing, and I feel like they're good actors, like Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, they're all great actors, but like, I think it was just the script that made them like, I don't know, it just, they kind of looked ridiculous and just not, like it wasn't good. Like it wasn't good at all. I wish I liked it more, but I didn't. I only liked the first 12 to 15 minutes of the introduction, and then I did like a part at the very end. I thought it was cute, but then again, I'm like, they're villains, so it's like, they kind of make you feel bad for them in a way, which you shouldn't, because they're like the main villains, even though they're also like the most popular characters, like the you know, I get why they want to make them likable, but it's just like, they kind of made them like, oh, like they were all lovey-dovey at the end, like, you know, sisters, like Bette Midler wanted to like be with her sisters again because there was a spell that she did at the end that made her 2 sisters disappear, so she wanted to go back with them. And so it was cute. It was a cute ending, but like, I don't know. I heard that they had to like redo the ending because they filmed the ending and then they had like a preview of it, like a test audience, and the ending, they didn't like the ending, so they had to redo the whole ending and refilm it. And then that's what they came up with, and it was just like, that was the ending, and I'm just like, I don't know. I wonder what the original ending was. This purple's so pretty. I'm darkening up. This is a really dark, beautiful purple. And at the very, very end, like the post-credit scene, you see one of the cat or whatever, I don't know, with some cat. And he was like standing by a candle that said Black Flame Candle number 2 or something. That's basically teasing a 3rd one. I didn't think they should make a 3rd one. They shouldn't even make the 2nd one, honestly. Honestly, it's, as I said, it was a stain on their careers. It was not a good move on their part. I think that they should have left well enough alone. I think except for the beginning and maybe a little part at the end, which was kind of cutesy, the whole movie sucked. So it's not gonna be my October favorites. It's definitely not being my October favorites, girl. Like, it just was not there. It was not there. Okay, so now this is when I'm going to go into Jawbreaker for 1 second. I know I'm like going into Jawbreaker from Jeffree Star, but I want to use that purple, the Gumdrop shade, just to blend in the crease. So I'm actually gonna use that. Just to blend in the crease. And that's the only shade I'm gonna use from that has to do with Jeffree Star. That's the only shade. That's the only shade I want from his palettes. So yeah, I don't recommend the movie. I'll probably never watch it again, to be honest with you. It was, yeah. But if you guys liked it, let me know. I mean, you know, maybe it was just me. I mean, it got bad reviews. It did. People did not like it. People did not like the second one. It did get bad reviews, and rightfully so, because the movie was not good. The jokes weren't landing. The main plot was ridiculous. The acting wasn't so good. It was just, yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, I'm doing a really nice purple smoky eye today. Ooh. Ooh, this is really cute. This is really cute. I really like this so far. Okay, so that's with the Jeffree Star palette. Now I'm going to go into the Colourpop shadow, which is called YOLO. It's a purple metallic. This is really pretty. Like, look at that shit. So pretty. Go on my finger like this, and just, oh, it feels so soft and buttery. It feels so good. Oh my god, look at that. It's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna put that in the center of the eye. Okay. So far, so good. It's glittery. Okay. Put a little bit more, just dip it in there. Okay. So yeah, so that's that. Hocus Pocus 2, that was that. But I really, you know what I really liked? They had this special on Disney Plus that was like the 25th anniversary of Hocus Pocus 1. They didn't even talk about Hocus Pocus 2, which I thought was weird because it was a new movie coming out, but there was nothing to do with Hocus Pocus 2. They were just talking about the first one. They had all the characters from the original film. It was like an award ceremony kind of display. It had an audience. They had like, all the characters went up on stage. And it was this cute little thing. So, but I like that they were telling behind the scenes footage stuff. And basically they were saying that it was supposed to be a lot darker film. It wasn't supposed to be like a comedy. It was supposed to be like a darker film with a different name. And yeah, so I like the behind the scenes stuff that they did. This is so pretty. I can't even take it. So that's the thing with Jeffree Star. Like, he doesn't really have a lot of good purples in his palettes, you know? So I need a new purple stuff. This is so pretty. I can't even take it. Okay. Yeah. So they had like a little, you know, that was cute. It was really cute. It was a cute little like anniversary special. So now I'm gonna go into this little shadow. This is from the Easter collection. I know I'm like doing Halloween video, but this is from Easter. But this is an Easter collection. This is from their Peeps line, and this is the lavender shade. And I'm gonna go. Oh no! You know what? No, I'm not doing that. I lied. I'm gonna do this shade, but I'm gonna do it later. I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna go back into Hocus Pocus 2, and I'm gonna go into Wicked Ways. Right there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that one first. Excuse me. I'm gonna go in there with my pinky finger and then go in. So yeah, so this is pretty. It's a nice little shimmery metallic. It was nice to see them making the movie and stuff, and like they had fun, and they were showing them like flying, behind the scenes of them flying and stuff. It was really cool. Anything else I want to talk about that award, that special? I mean, I'm trying to think. No, I mean, I think you should watch the special. It's really cool. Okay. So this shade's the only one that's giving me a little problem, the Wicked Ways. I feel like it's not that pigmented. You need to keep building it. So the Wicked Ways is the only shade that's giving me a little trouble. I'm not gonna lie. But so far everything else has been amazing. The first one is such a classic. It really is. Like, I mean, they struggled. Another thing that they said that see, I was too young when the movie first came out. I was like 2 years old, so I mean I couldn't see it anyways. But they said listen, like, we fucked up big time because the movie came out in July, and it came out at the opening weekend of Jurassic Park. So when the original Jurassic Park came out in 1993, that was when that weekend was the opening of Hocus Pocus, and it didn't get good reviews because they released it in July, which is a Halloween movie, which is kind of strange. I don't know why they did that. And then they released it the weekend of Jurassic Park, so they were right. They fucked up royally with that one. If they released it in October of 1993, not the opening weekend of Jurassic Park, it would have done way better in the box office. As I said, the movie was so good. But that was the reason why the movie didn't do so good in the box office. You know, timing is everything. You have to release the movie. You know, it's not like you're going to make a Christmas movie, right? You're going to release it when? November or December. You're not going to release it in, like, February or March, you know? So, you know, they fucked up there. And they know they did. They know they did. You know, it doesn't even make sense why they decided to do that in July, but whatever. I mean, that was their decision, but it was still a really good movie. So regardless of how it did in the box office, it lives on because it's that good. Yeah, you really got to build up the shade. Holy hell! So Wicked Ways is the only flop right now. It's pretty when you build it, but you gotta really keep, like, going into it, you know? I know purples are hard to make too, but this is so pretty though, I have to be honest. This really is pretty. Purple is so pretty. Oh my god. Oh, you know purple's my favorite color. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean up and go back into the purple here just to clean up over here. Just to clean up the edges here in the center. Okay. Then I'm gonna go back into the Observe Dark Purple and just clean up the V at the end, the edges of the V. So yeah, that's it with that. Now, so Jeffrey's talking about, so he just did like a Halloween thing that on his website, very small, like, Halloween collection. I did end up getting the Halloween mirror. I did get the Halloween mirror. It's like a spiderweb, black and orange, soft touch mirror. It looks really cool. It was a Halloween exclusive in his mystery box last year, and now it's like online. You can get it online. It's really cheap. It's like $12, you know, and his mirrors normally sell for $25, so it's a really good price. So I bought it. I bought it. So that's coming. So now, oh, wait, I have to go back into Observe. See, there's a million things at once. I gotta multitask. So, I want to talk about the Monkeypox. I'm not really good at the Monkeypox. I don't really know much about it, but a friend of mine came over my house the other day, and he just got the monkeypox shot, his second dose that day, and he came over. He got it the day before. he came over, you know, we were, you know, hanging out, whatever, and he goes to me, he goes, there's a problem. There's a problem with my arm. Okay, so I'm gonna go into actually the Colourpop liquid liner right now. Yeah, I haven't done a liquid liner. I'm gonna use the liquid list. This is new. I've never used this. This is called the BFF liquid liner from Colourpop. So I'm really excited to use this, and I'll use it today. Okay, so it's just felt tip. Shake it like I always do. This didn't get good reviews, but I was like, when I added it into the cart, it was really cheap. I think it was on sale. So I was like, why not? Okay. So he was just like, yeah, there's something wrong with my arm. It's like red. I think I'm having like an allergic reaction to the shot. And he got really nervous. He was like, oh my God, code red, take me to the hospital, right? So I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, like, is he gonna be okay? Already from using this liner, and I just swiped it once. It's not pigmented, and the felt is rough. Like the tip is rough, it's not soft. And it's not that pigmented. Okay, so this is a flop. Okay, so do not get the liquid liners. This is a fresh one too, so it's not like it's old. Like this is, I just got it today. So yeah, look, yeah, this sucks. I might honestly even just throw this out. This is a waste of money. This is why this was on sale and so cheap. Okay, now we're getting some pigment. Other items in this Hocus Pocus 2 collection was lip glosses, a highlighter, and then a purple mascara. And I heard the only thing that people don't like is the mascara. They say it's like clumpy and whatever and not good. But everything else is great, they said. Of course, all I got was the palette. Is it too loud? I feel like it's too loud. I'm gonna shine in a second after I finish the liquid liner. I just like need some fresh air, you know? God, this liquid liner sucks. Oh God, what are you gonna do? I was supposed to go pumpkin picking this weekend and the rain fucked it up for me. Because you can't go pumpkin picking in the rain, you know? We're gonna do the corn maze and stuff and we can't do it anymore. So 2 weekends in a row, the rain has fucked up my plans for Halloween. My plans to have fun. Whoa. Yeah, this liner is not good. I mean, I'll try to keep it and make use out of it, but damn, that is just, oof. That's rough, girl. This is rough. Going to my liner. So yeah, I wanted to talk about what do I want to talk about? Excuse me. Oh, so I was talking about my I was talking about my friend and then I stopped talking about it. So yeah, I took him to the hospital. He never got to see the doctor because he was waiting for 3 hours in the hospital. This was like 11 o'clock at night. So, and I feel bad, but I didn't wait in the hospital with him because I wasn't going to wait in the hospital for that long, and I can't wear the mask for that long, so, you know, I can't breathe. So I didn't wait with him, but I did pick him back up. and stuff. And I did keep in touch with him after that. He's doing better. He said that there's a big red circle on his arm, and it went down. You know, he just thinks that the way she gave him the shot was too rough, and maybe she irritated his arm. But he was really worried. He was like, "Code red. Oh my god, I'm gonna die!" Like he got really scared. So I'm having an allergic reaction. I read that if you have an allergic reaction to a shot, you have to go to the hospital immediately. And he was going on and on. Felt so bad. What thing? But anyways, he's doing better now, obviously. I don't know about the. I don't know what's going on with the monkeypox. I really don't. I really don't know. I don't know like how you get it or how it came about. It just the whole thing sucks. It really does. There's another virus out there. Excuse me. So I wanted to talk about something I saw on Netflix. This like documentary show called The Sins of My Mother or something. Like a 3-episode special on Netflix. It was so good. I didn't know about the story. Like it was just like a story that I had no idea about. Like I never saw it on the news. Like I don't really watch the news, but like it was like this big thing that happened on the news. It was all over the place. So basically, make a long story short. Okay, now I'm gonna do my concealer. Make a long story short. Shut the window now. So the son was basically talking about how what happened in his past with his family, and basically what happened was that he had 2 younger siblings, and his mother got remarried like 2 or 3 times. One of his stepfathers molested him. The other one, his biological father was abusive or something, so the mother and him fled. She had he had a sister, and the mother had a daughter with the second or third marriage, and then they adopted a little son who had autism. So there was 3 kids, right? She got remarried to this one guy, and basically that's when everything went downhill. Something changed in her, I don't know. And what happened was that she started to get obsessed with the church life. She thought God was going to save her. She thought she was Jesus Christ or something. And so she started going into this cult, I don't know, for the church. And the husband started to get like really scared for his life because she kept like threatening him that she's going to kill him and stuff, that he's an evil spirit and she needs to kill him to rid the earth of his evilness. I don't even know. And she started to have an affair with the one guy from this one guy from the cult who was like the leader of the cult or whatever. And they started to have like this affair or whatever. The husband found out. The husband found out about the affair, and he came over the house, and the woman's, like the wife's brother was there. Supposedly, this is what he was saying. So the brother's also part of the cult. Supposedly, which I don't believe this, and no one does. But what his story is that the husband attacked the brother-in-law with a bat, and then he had to defend himself, and he shot him 2 times and killed him. That was his story he told to the police. I don't believe it. I didn't believe it for 1 second. I didn't believe it. And basically, then later on, the guy she was having an affair with, he had a wife too that he was also cheating on, and she ended up just dying out of nowhere. Perfect health, everything, she just died. So now there's 2 people dead. There's her husband and his wife. Like, what a coincidence, right? So at this point, the son who's telling the story is all grown up. He's not living with them anymore. He has a girlfriend. He has his own place, and he has a little girl, a little daughter, who the mother can't stand. Like, the mother has problems with the girlfriend, with the wife, with her son's wife and the little girl. Basically, the son's wife found an email that she sent out, the mother, basically saying that her granddaughter, which is, their daughter, is an evil spirit, and so is she, and so is the mother. So is her son's girlfriend, wife. And then also on the list was the guy's wife, and then her husband, who both died. I think that she belonged to this cult, and she thought that she needed to rid the people of these evil spirits. It's kind of like the movie Frailty. I don't know if you ever saw Frailty, where, like, he felt like he was Jesus Christ or something, and that he was getting these dreams of visions that he had to kill people who were evil in this world. It's kind of like that movie. Although in the movie, there really was someone giving him visions. In real life, this woman, she's just crazy and psychotic, and she belongs to this crazy cult, and she is delusional, and she thinks that she's going to save everyone's life, and this is God's plan, and whatever. So, but she doesn't stop there. So also in this email, there was also 2 other evil spirits, evil entities, and that was her daughter, the mother's daughter, and the autistic son that she adopted, were also evil spirits. So they went missing. This was in September 2019. They went missing. And she just was telling them, like, they moved to another state, and, they're focusing on school, and they just don't want to talk to anyone right now. So that was what she told everyone. Like, the older son, like, the older brother who's not living with them anymore, that's what she told them. So for months, he couldn't get in contact with his sister or his brother. And the guy that she was having an affair with, they ended up getting married. No one knew. No one knew they got married. They just got married. They were married for a couple months now, and no one knew. All of a sudden, the brother dies. The one who shot the husband twice and killed him. What I think happened with that is that I think that she told the brother to kill her husband because he was an evil spirit. And I think that he was attacking the husband, and that's when he grabbed the baseball bat to defend himself, and then the brother grabbed the gun to shoot him. That's what I think happened. Anyways, but then the brother ended up dying because he was telling his girlfriend at the time, he was like, listen, I think I'm like their scapegoat, and I think they're using me or something. And then he died. He died sporadically, just I don't know where he died. Now, he could have committed suicide, or they could have killed him. Because maybe he was saying that he didn't want to do this shit no more. I don't know. But then he ended up dying, which I thought was strange, the brother dying. So, I mean, it's eerie. It's really creepy. It's a creepy story. But anyways, then, okay, so I'm going to go into my brush and then go into the translucent palette. Then, this is all on Netflix, by the way. You guys should watch it. It's really good. It keeps you in suspense. So the siblings were still missing. No one could get into contact with them. The sister was 16. The autistic son, I think, was 7 or 8. And the police finally was like, listen, told the mother, where are your kids, you know? She was like, oh, they're safe and sound. They're somewhere else. They're with my friend, right? Contacts the friend. The kids were never with her, with the friend. She lied about that. And so then the friend called up her and was like, why did you lie to the police saying your children were with me when they weren't? Like, this story could make your hairs on your back stand up. It's so crazy. And so they were living on this farm or something in Idaho. And the police told the mother, like, you have 24 hours to bring your kids, to show your kids, and if you don't, we have a search warrant to search the residence. 24 hours later, she never developed the kids. Like, the kids were never seen. She never brought the kids forward. So then the police came to their residence. I think they arrested the mother and had her in jail for the night. And then the husband was still, like, at the residence. So the police checked everything. They checked their backyard. And there was, like, soil that was, like it looked like it was dug up and stuff. So they searched that. Now this is like November or December, and the kids went missing in September. So it's been 2 or 3 months they've been missing. They both were found buried dead in their backyard. Yeah. They both killed the 2 kids. So she killed her daughter and her son. Crazy. So when they found the remains, they found the son wearing they dug him up and he was still wearing his red pajamas, and that was where he was last seen. Was when the night that he was last seen by a family friend was him wearing those red pajamas. So yeah, she killed the kids. She still hasn't admitted to it. They're both in jail. They're both pleading not guilty, but we all know that they killed the kids, and they probably conspired to kill her husband and his wife, and she probably even conspired to kill her own brother at that point, after he did her dirty work and killed her husband. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into Till Midnight in the Hocus Pocus 2 palette. My liner brush, and I'm gonna line my lines. This is good. Oh, this is a really good black. Ooh. See, Colourpop has good makeup and it's affordable. That's what I love about this. Yes, Colourpop, come through. When shit gets in my eye, you know? Yeah. So basically they're in jail right now. And the older son obviously is devastated. His siblings are dead. His mom's in jail. He knows she killed the kids. He knows they probably killed the husband and then the guy's wife. And he's devastated. He said that if he didn't have his wife and his young daughter, he would have just died from sadness. So yeah, that's how it ends. So basically their court date, I think, is in 2023, which is their final court date, and that's when we're gonna find out if they killed how they killed. Well, we know they killed them, but they're like, that's the court date that they're either gonna plead guilty and we're gonna find out everything, or whatever. And we're gonna find out like the autopsy of how everyone died. That's in 2023, but it's crazy, crazy story. It's on Netflix. It's unbelievable. Now I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go back into Observe. I'm gonna go back into Observe and smoke on my lash line with Observe. And it's crazy. It just makes you think like how crazy someone could be. And like before this, she was normal. You know, she seemed really normal. She seemed really happy. She seemed like she would do anything for her family. And then she changed. She changed when she joined that church or cult or whatever. And that was it. She never recovered, I guess. I don't know what happened, or if they converted her or they brainwashed her. I don't know. But they made her go cuckoo. Or maybe it was just in her all along. And there was really no to tongue around. Like, she was eventually gonna become that regardless if she joined the cult or not. Like, she had this crazy, she can't really make someone crazy like that. Like, they would have to be like crazy and hiding it, and then maybe she was done hiding it. Maybe she was ready to come forward with it and just be herself, and that was herself. No. It's crazy. So it's like crazy. It's scary too, because it's like she thinks that she's like, that God told her to kill her kids. She hasn't even admitted to it yet, but this is what we're all speculating, that God told her to do this. You know, it's just, I mean, I don't know why she thought she would get away with it. I mean, it's just too big of a coincidence. Obviously, you're not getting away with that. All right, so now I'm going to go into the Easter Peeps Lavender eyeshadow from Colourpop. And I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brows with it. Okay, where's that brush? Where's that little brush? There it is. This is such a pretty color. Okay, so let me go into this. Oof. Yes, bitch. So maybe they'll do like another episode once the court date airs in 2023 to conclude the story, you know? I think, well, you know, I don't think I need to. I was going to go into the other shade, 17th Century, and the Hocus Pocus Pop, but I don't think I will. I think that this is enough, honestly. I think this is enough. I don't think it needs, I don't think it needs that. What are your plans for Halloween, guys? Like, so I'm going to a Halloween costume party, and I know what I'm gonna be for Halloween now. I'm gonna be a sexy hot police officer. So I'm either gonna wear booty shorts, or I'm gonna wear like the little cute sexy cop skirt. Of course, I'm gonna get cuffs, the hat, a nightstick, you know, the whole thing. Okay, so far now that I'm gonna go into mascara, but now that I finished using the eyeshadow palette, not much fallout, which is good. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used 6 shades. Really good. This is the only one that gave me trouble was the shade Wicked Ways. Other than that, everything else is beautiful. And, oh, wait, let me clean this up, though. Let me just clean that up. Oh, so pretty. So yeah, so basically, Colourpop, I mean, the palette itself is amazing. I give this is honestly, like, the best part of this Hocus Pocus 2 thing, like, was this palette. Like, was way better than the movie. This is way better than the movie. They should just came out with this eyeshadow palette and that's it. So the palette's amazing. Now, Colourpop eyeshadows in general, so far, because this is the first time I tested the formula, has been really good. It's very affordable. Honestly, they're pretty much the same things as Jeffree, and Jeffree's is way more expensive. So that's telling. You know, again, the only one that gave me trouble was Wicked Ways, but Jeffree Star palette, some of his shadows gave me trouble too. So, yeah. It's just, I guess it's just the way the ball rolls. Like, it's not like every shade's gonna be the same, you know, pigmented and stuff. So, doesn't matter what brand you are. So, yeah. So, I give it a 10 out of 10, to be honest with you, a 10 out of 10. The packaging, the shades, the color story, the formulas, everything is beautiful. A 10 out of 10. There was really no qualms. As I said, the only one was the Wicked Way shade, but again, that was buildable and it came out nice. So that's it. You know, 10 out of 10. Very happy I got this palette, and I'll definitely repurchase more Colourpop eyeshadow palettes in the future for sure. Yes, for sure, definitely. So this is called, I don't know if I said the title, but this was called the All Hallows Eve palette. It's not really called Hocus Pocus 2. It's called All Hallows Eve. I hate this rain. It's just not stop raining. Right now, I'm burning Wicked Apple by Bath and Body Works. That's a Halloween candle from last year. It smells just like caramel apples. It's so good. It smells like it's fruity with the apple, but then it's sticky sweet with the caramel. It's so good. It's one of the best candles ever, and like, I love it. I love caramel apples for the fall and for Halloween. It's so good. So good. So I'm burning that right now. So my room basically smells just like caramel apples. It's so good. And the hand soap at the sink right now is Witch Please, the Halloween hand soap from Bath and Body Works that came out years ago. And that smells like caramel apples. It's so good. With butterscotch. And the shower gel I'm currently using is Dark Kiss by Bath & Body Works, of course. The cream I'm currently using is Enchanted Candy Potion by Bath & Body Works. Yes, I saw the preview to their Christmas stuff, and I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. The only thing that looks good is the gingerbread one, like the gingerbread hand soap. But I don't know. I'm really not feeling it this year. Like they didn't bring back the holiday mistletoe hand soap, which was my favorite last year, which pisses me off. Still hasn't brought back the Merry Mistletoe candle from Bath. It still hasn't done that, which is fucked up because it was my favorite holiday candle. And then yeah, it's just everything else is repeats. Winter candy apple, vanilla bean noel, just a peppermint. I'm surprised they haven't come out with a chocolatey minty hand soap yet. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Okay. Yeah, this palette's amazing. This is so cute. I love the cartoon artwork too in the front. It's so cute. Oh, and it feels nice. It feels like soft touch. It feels really good. Okay. Makeup looks so cute. I love it. Oh my god. They really blew it out of the ballpark with this one. Oh. So good. It's just that good. It really is. It's just that good. Okay, now I'm gonna do fair transition fair powder. I already had to take out my space heater because it got really cold. I've been getting really cold at night. I've been wearing my cute Halloween pajamas. I got these really cute Halloween pajamas. I'll probably show it in October favorites, or I'll show it to you in one of the videos. I don't know, but I have these Halloween pumpkin slippers, and I have these cute Halloween pajamas. One of them, I got two sets. One was from Target, one was from Macy's, and the one from Macy's says "Hi Bo" with a ghost. Because black, white, and orange, and the pants have all little ghosts. And then the one from Target is so cute. It's like orange with so many different Halloween like characters on it. There's spiders, there's pumpkins, there's candy corn, and like other things. It's just so cute. I love it. I love like putting my Halloween pajamas on with a nice hot cup of pumpkin tea in my pumpkin mug and just watching a scary or Halloween movie. Like that's been my October so far. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into contour and highlight. Now it's time for contour and highlight. So I watched a lot of Halloween movies so far. I watched my Casper. I watched Once Bitten, which Once Bitten really gets a short rap. Like Once Bitten's not that popular, but it was Jim Carrey's first movie. It's good. It's about a vampire who wants to suck his blood or something, but she doesn't bite his neck. She bites his dick or balls. I don't even know. She has to like bite, like suck the blood from his crotch, from like a virgin's crotch to stay young and beautiful. It's actually quite funny, but okay. So now, oh, so I've been watching, you know, I watched Hocus Pocus already, the first one, and I watched a couple of the Halloween movies. Because Halloween Ends is coming out, which I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, but it is what it is. Okay, so highlighters today, I'm gonna go into Peach Goddess by Jeffree Star and then Colourpop's Candy Floss. Brush. Yeah. Oh, and of course I watched all the Halloween Towns too. The Halloween Towns is so good. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go pumpkin picking or whatever. I'm gonna try it for next weekend, this weekend. Hopefully it works out, you know. But I feel like when it gets closer and closer to Halloween, it's gonna get more busier, the pumpkin farms, the pumpkin patches, especially the one I go to every year. That one gets really, really busy. Oh, Colourpop is so good. Oh, Colourpop is so good. Oh my god. Yeah, it's been on Jeffree's ass. Let me tell you, it's been on Jeffree's ass. So far, everything I tried from Colourpop is amazing, except for that liquid liner. I can't wait to see the Christmas collections, because they always come out with a nice Christmas collection, too. Last year was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I think. And, I'm excited to see what this year is. And they normally come out with the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. They came out with that last year, too. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the light and clean up everything. Oh my god, these eyeshadows. I can't even take how pretty this is. Oh my lord. Girl, when I show this to you on the light, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Like, oh my god. This is so good. Alrighty then, so that's that. My mirror back, so that's that. Now setting spray, you guys know how I do. Let the rain come down and wash it away. I love Hillary. Do you remember that Hillary Duff song? Hillary Duff was the shiznit in the early 2000s, let me tell you. It's like bam, 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 bam. She was like doing all these great movies and TV shows. Finally clean my makeup brushes so they feel so soft and clean. Okay, now it's time for lips. The other thing I wanted to talk about was someone commented and it was like, oh, you need to do better thumbnails and stuff. So there's a reason why my thumbnails are the way they are, and I'll tell you in a second. So I could do any look with this. I could, well, except for red, obviously. I can't do red with this. That would go. Kind of. This is from Jeffree Star's Halloween collection last year. From his Weirdo collection. I think I'm gonna do Hidden Hills. Hidden Hills just goes the best. It has like that. No, I'm not gonna do Hidden Hills. I know I went down. This has been my go-to like nude lip. I've been loving this. And I talked about it in my September favorites, but I'm gonna show you what I do now with this. It's so good. So I'm gonna use Androgyny lip liner with Christmas Cookie liquid lip. And then I'm gonna put Diamond Juice gloss on top. You know what? I'm gonna do the Sorcery gloss on top actually, just to go with the whole look and stuff and the theme. So yeah, someone was like, oh, you know, okay, by the thumbnails, and I'm just like, okay. So the problem I have with that is that I'm trying to upload thumbnails in my makeup tutorials, like me closing my eyes and taking a picture and uploading that as a thumbnail. YouTube's not accepting that. YouTube's not accepting that. For whatever reason, they're not. I don't know if the picture is too high quality. I don't know. And then I'm trying to get like a Photoshop, like to customize my own thumbnails. You have to pay for that. Everyone I looked at, none of them are free, and I'm not paying $20 a month for a thumbnail. That's just not my thing. I'm just not gonna do that. And I feel like my thumbnails are fine. Like, this is the thing. I don't care about thumbnails. Like, I don't care about views. Like, that's just not my thing. If I did, I probably would spend the extra money, $20 a month, and to customize like my thumbnails. To me, it's not that important. You know, it's really not. You know, I really don't care about the views. I don't care about the subscribers. Like, of course, who subscribed to me, I'm very grateful. Who views me, I'm very grateful and thank you. But I didn't do this to gain fame. I did this for a hobby. I did this for fun. And to meet amazing people and talk to amazing people from all over the world. That's why I did it. I didn't do it for the views. There are people that are view hungry. Like, they have to like customize, like clickbait every goddamn thing, and like because I know no one else will watch them if they don't clickbait every like fucking video. But I'm not like that, and I don't care. So Christmas Cookie liquid lip. Look, I love this. This is so cute. So the Androgyny is like a purpley, like nude kind of thing. It's like a new kind of story. So pretty. So I'm gonna take the liquid lip and I put it in the center. And this is my go-to full nude. Do you guys not see that? It just makes it... It's like a mauve nude. Damn, this is so cute. I love this. Oh my god, I love this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep the thumbnails the way they are. That's it. You know, I'm not gonna change it or anything like that. I feel like there's no point to. I like my thumbnails. I really do. I think they're cute. I think they're me. You know, makes my channel stand out. No one else really has thumbnails like me. And I love it. I love it, you know. Again, if YouTube was accepting my photos from my camera as my thumbnails, I would use those. I would. But they're not. So, I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't need a thumbnail to know about the video. I have everything in the title. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to name this the Halloween Hocus Pocus 2 review. Like, you don't need a thumbnail to know what the video is going to be about if it's in the title. And of course, I'm going to put like a cute picture that goes with the video. But like, I don't need to use a thumbnail of me like with the palette like this, like going like this, you know? Yeah. Like as a thumbnail, you know, I don't need to do that. You know, like it's like, I don't need to do that. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna get the point in the title and everything that it's a Hocus Pocus 2 review of the palette. It's a Halloween makeup tutorial. Okay, so I am gonna do this. Yeah, this is gonna really tie in the look. I would normally do Diamond Juice with this lip, but because of the purple eyeshadow, this goes perfectly. And this is a nude with like purple glitter and like pink and maybe blue. I like to wait for it to fully dry. Like, how long do you guys wait? Like a minute or so? Like, I don't know. I love this shirt. This shirt's so cute. I've been loving Halloween, like accessories and clothes. You know, I got the Halloween pajamas, the Halloween slippers. It's dry enough. It's dry enough. So so look at this, guys. Look how this transforms the look. Like, what? This is crazy. This is crazy. This gloss goes perfectly with this lip, with this look. This is crazy. This is a fucking Halloween whimsical fantasy right now. This is so pretty. But yeah, normally with this lip, obviously, if I had a different eye, I would have done Diamond Juice. But because of the purple, it would go perfect with this purple. So, of course, I got to do it. So now I'm going to do Wonderstruck by Taylor Swift Perfume. So I've been using Wonderstruck a lot. It's been my go-to full. And I feel like it's really Halloween. It's whimsical. It's fruity. It has green tea in it. It reminds me of, like, fall. It reminds me of, like, cooler weather. It reminds me of, like, magical, whimsical things. I don't know. I love the bottle. It's so cute. And I'm going to... douse myself in this, and then the cream of the day is going to be Enchanted Candy Potion by Bath & Body Works. Okay. I'm lighting Wicked Apple candle. Yeah, it's like, look. Look how cute that looks. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so this is the eye look, guys. Look how cute and purple it is. Oh god, it's so cute. Goes with my top because of the purple in my shirt and stuff, and oh, I love it. I think purple is a Halloween color. Like, I think orange and black are Halloween, but purple, I feel like it's also a Halloween color. Oh, I love it. shimmer and the glitter and that purple shadow. It's so pretty. Okay. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Hocus Pocus 2 eyeshadow palette review from Colourpop. Again, I recommend the palette. Definitely get the palette. It is A+, way better than the movie. Yeah, the palette was their best. Like, I don't know, like everyone has said, like, they've gotten the other Colourpop palettes from Hocus Pocus Colourpop palettes, and this is the best one out of the three. So, and it really is. It's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. I know I cheated a little bit and used a couple of colors from other things, but I mean, mostly 90, like 80%, 85% of this eye look is the Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 palette. The All Hallows Eve. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween Hocus Pocus makeup look. And yeah, hope you guys have a good weekend. You know, it's still raining. It's not stop rain. The rain, you know, don't let the rain stop you. Just keep going. Just keep you know, you gotta just bring the umbrella and go about your day, you know. So yeah. So let me give you a close-up of my shirt again. Yes. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye.